what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sessions. I'm your host, Kavinci Isidore, and I am here with an anointed group, The Awakening. How you guys doing today?
Hey, what's
Good.
up, man?
We're good.
Awesome. So before we go ahead and get started, I want you guys to go around, introduce yourselves, and basically tell us what you do in the band.
Okay, I'll go first. My name is Simone Doyley. I am a singer in the band, and I am married to this guy. So he's taken. Okay.
My name is Jeremy Doyley, and I'm also a singer in the band.
My name is Caleb Allen, and I'm one of the drummers here. This guy's a drummer as well. And I also do the tracks for our set list as well.
Bless God, bless God. No, my name is Drew. I play the keyboard in the band. Whatever else is needed, pretty much we try to write together, produce together. But right now I'm playing keys. I also do play drums, but Caleb's holding that down right now, so we're good.
I guess that leaves me. My name is Xavier, and I'm one of the singers in the band. I also do photography. No, I'm just kidding.
Awesome. So, I heard you say, Drew, that you guys actually, come together, write songs. You guys have a single out by the name of Awakening.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Awaken. I'm so sorry. Awaken. Thank you for correcting me.
Yes.
And the song is powerful, guys. If you haven't heard it, go out, check it out. Powerful song, man. I love the song. I'm trying to see when I can sing it at my church. But I think I gotta get the right song.
Come on, this Sunday.
We got the tracks online.
Well,
Come
I
on.
appreciate that. So, question for you: what inspired you to write this song?
So I think I'll go ahead and answer that one. So what inspired us to write the song Awaken was we were all just in a place where we wanted more of God. We wanted to just go deeper and really thrive in Him and being in His presence. But not only that, we wanted to see the youth of today, as well as even the older folks in church, just have this sort of like awakening in their spirits to say, well, I want more of God as well. Like, I want to be awoken up, if that's a word I should say. But just pretty much we want them to come alive, pretty much. No more dry spirits. Jeremy says that when he exhorts in the song, he says we want dry spirits to come alive in this place, and that's what we want. We don't want there to be any sort of almost like a desert place in any of us anymore. We want to just thrive in that well of living water in God. So that's pretty much what inspired our song Awaken.
That's awesome. That's pretty good. So within you had something to say?
No.
Okay. So,
Awesome. Perfect.
so within this song, what was the process of you guys to write this song? It had to be a process because this song is powerful. So
Yeah, no, there definitely was. It's interesting because a lot of times when music is coming to you from God, it's in seasons that you're in. And I just remembered being in the season where I just wanted more of God. And as some of the lyrics came to me when I initially had that feeling of the song, God also gave a tune to it, but I couldn't quite put it all together. So I remember feeling this, and I was like, all right, let me go ahead and record this little voice memo. And it happens in different ways for everyone. But I remember, I bring it to my wife. I'm like, man, I feel like you could add something to this. Like, go ahead and just, and through that process, I remember having the chorus. But then Simone helped with bringing the verses to life. So she came and added some parts to the different verses. And then that also kind of brought a collaboration. And from there, I said, hey, guys, I feel like we got something we really need to do. And that's when we went ahead and gave it to these other guys, Caleb and also Drew. And they obviously are the musicians, so they kind of brought that creative flair to it to bring the sound that we needed to go with the actual song. And then I was like, man, I didn't, although I knew that this was a song that God gave me, I knew I wasn't the one to lead it. And then obviously I just had to throw it to Brother Xavier. I was like, I just felt like this is you all day. And he took it to the next level. Yes. I mean, when he starts getting into that part, when he's talking about who Jesus is, Elohim, El Shaddai, it just took it to another level. So, when it comes to writing or producing a song, it's different for everyone, but it's really, really important to truly be hearing from God. Yeah. And what's so special about being in a band of people and not just a solo artist or a duet or something like that, we're able to take all of the different things that God has given us to create this great thing that goes beyond who we are, the people that it touches. So, you know, for us, that was kind of the process of this song, just, you know, taking one thing and the snowball effect when everybody put their touch on it and it became Awaken.
So the way you guys come together and mesh, you guys are so anointed that it just works. It's perfect. And man, I just love the fact that when I'm hearing you guys sing, like I hear Drew in the back adding something to it, and Xavier over here singing, and you guys are worshiping and exalting, and it's like, praise God, like, man, thank God for that. So my next question is, what advice would you have for, you know, inspiring artists who will want to go ahead and get to a level where you guys are at right now?
I'll go ahead and take that one. So, advice for inspired artists. The first thing you need to do is obviously you need to have a relationship with God. Your relationship with God matters because he's the one who inspires the song. If you're trying to write a song, trying to write anything, a choir song, any particular song, you want to make sure that you're hearing from God. Because that song is not, it may be for you, but it could also be for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that your relationship with God is up to par, to where you're hearing the correct things that you need to hear from God and to write the song. And also be patient, because in the season that you're writing a song, you want to make sure you have patience, because you may have a due date that you want to drop it, but then stuff happens, and then that may frustrate you. But even though your due date didn't work, it doesn't mean God's due date is not still coming. You know what I'm saying? So, when God wants to drop it, it's for a particular reason. And it's for a particular somebody or a particular group of people. So I would definitely say patience and having that strong relationship with God, because those two things are big factors in writing music. To anybody who's inspired out there, who's writing music, writing a song, you're in the process, don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Keep going, because God sees it and he will honor it in the correct time and season. That's what I would say.
That's good.
I always say, family, golden nuggets. So write these things down. Keep it in your spirit, because they're already here. They're getting to higher heights, and if you want to get there, listen to what they're saying. Trust me. So, how would you define your style of worship?
I think that's
collectively.
I think that's me right there.
Go ahead, brother.
So when we got together initially, we were getting ready to go into the talent search, or remind me of what it's called.
North American Talent Search.
It's a lot of words. So we were going there, and we were kind of getting together to kind of figure out what song we would do. At that time, we realized, first of all, there's, I won't say a huge age gap. I'm the oldest in the group. Caleb is the youngest. So just as far as everybody just kind of putting their stuff together, everybody's different. So our style literally is not uniform. It's not like we all came from the same background or whatever the case is. I mean, we literally, like, I grew up, my parents are, Jamaican. There's, we have Americans in our group. We have quartet background. That's me. We have people that only listen to CCM, and we're merging all of that to get into our style. And I mean, the reality is you can't call it a certain genre. We're just a group, and we know that when we sing, whatever we do, we have to make sure that we're edifying the kingdom. And I mean, it's tough because, like I said, for me, I'll shout all day, easily. But then you have somebody else that's like, hey, but we need to go into worship. So I think I mean, but come on, guys, don't give me too much. But the reality is, like, we have a balance with it within inside the group, and because we bounce so much ideas off of each other. I mean, honestly, when we sit down to actually put music together, we have a conversation that's probably longer than the rehearsal, because we're bouncing so many ideas off each other. What can we do? We can never agree on a song. I'm gonna just put that out there, and most of the time it boils down to the leads just having to pick, this is what I'm gonna do, and we make it work. When you guys see whatever, you guys see the worship, or you see us at a different venue or whatever the case is, that style that you see on stage is literally every individual person coming together and sacrificing ourselves, what we think, for everybody else. And the entire congregation is always blessed because everybody's so unselfish within our group that we're willing to literally put ourselves before God. So I think that's our style. It's just being able to worship no matter what. That's what we want to go with.
And I think just to add on top of that, because what he said was really good, like it really describes all of us as a whole, but I think the fact that we're so open and willing to allow each other's way and form of worship to shine through, it not only reaches just one type of person in the congregation, but it reaches a mass, because we're not just confined to, well, we're just going to do gospel and that be it, or we're just going to do CCM and that be it. But instead, if I can reach God through a gospel song, Kira or Tasha Cobbs, great. But if Jeremy or Caleb can reach God through a Chris Tomlin, then why not do that? You know what I mean? So just being open and allowing one another to worship God in the manner that we see fit, to give him glory, I think that really helps make us a success as well when we go out. So
Right.
Yeah, it's very good. And to add on that, I sung with Jeremy a couple of times in Ocala. If everybody knows what Ocala is, but it'd be our either men's conference or some family conference that we have up there.
Right.
All the time.
All the time. And
That's all.
Brother Jeremy here, when I say he can sing, those, like, you know me, Drew, my flair is a bit different, you know, because I didn't grow up that way. But Jeremy, when he sings, he's so anointed, man, that it's like he can take the most plainest song and make it pop. And it's
he's powerful,
that's the
man.
anointing. And I appreciate you, bro, for that. Appreciate all of you guys and you guys, and I'm so excited because of the fact that I enjoy listening to your song, and I know that God is going to use you guys to
Thank you, man. God
produce
bless.
more songs and get to that level, you know, which a lot of people are going to enjoy as well.
Amen.
So my next question to transition is, if you get to that level, when you get to that level, let me speak into
Bless
it.
God.
When?
Speak it into
when
existence.
we get to that level,
My God.
when I reach that city.
What artists or, you know, what group who like would you would want to collaborate with?
So, we listen to a lot of music, like as we say. I think one of our favorite artists that we listen to the most and we love their style is got to be Todd Dulaney.
Right.
I mean, Your Great Name,
definitely.
Right, the Tablets, you know, like,
Back to the book.
yes.
Right.
All of his songs, just even the anthem, even though that's not his song, but his rendition of it, just amazing. And we just love that style and that substance that he brings, you know, the anointing he brings. So if we had to collaborate with one of the artists in the world, it's got to be Todd Dulaney, you know.
So, Todd, if you're watching,
Hit us up. But it's so
man,
crazy.
look, bro.
It's crazy that he says that, because I feel like Todd does like all types of music, like, and he just makes it blend and it works and it reaches other people. So honestly, Todd, if you watching, hit us up.
listen, we're here. We're here.
What's crazy is, what is one of the first songs he did that became real big? Like Victory
Belongs
to
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I remember him speaking. He was talking in an interview, and he was saying how everyone everywhere he goes just wants him to do victory, just wants worship. And sometimes people will kind of label you as an artist with a certain style. And he said, you know, he had to break from that in a sense because he knows that God wants him to bring all different types of music. So I just love his boldness, how he was like, yes, although this song is great and it's probably one of the best songs, you know, that he's probably done in that season, he also understands that not everyone is just going to connect with worship. Some people need that praise break. Some people need, you know, and we've seen him kind of transition to all those different styles. So I think bringing that together and him just understanding, you know, that it's more than just one style. We kind of like, we love that feel that he has and that passion behind his music. We're not just one style. So when we see that from him, we're like, that's the guy right there. He understands. We could go to church. We can go, you know, back in the day, like, oh, we can hit some CCM and he'll be able to rock with us. So,
I mean, it's also not just Todd Dulaney. Like his singers and his band, everything about the team is just anointed and amazing, you know. And I kind of see ourselves in that band because every person brings their own flavor, like we were saying before, and each one of us bring our own flavor, you know. And Todd Dulaney just showcases that, like, amazing. Good job.
Also, one more thing. His music is timeless.
Very true.
His music is like timeless, like Kurt Franklin.
Yeah.
You can listen to his music over and over and over.
That's
and over
another
again.
one.
His music he has that type of style where the music will never get old.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So and
That's true.
I think we're in that era right now, awakening in that era to where our music will not be old. You know what I'm saying? It'll be timeless. Like, oh, we can go back and listen to an album that we dropped a long time ago, and you know what I'm saying, and it'll still be fresh. You know.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Amen.
Right.
This is such a good topic. I have more to say, but I'm like,
Go ahead. You got time?
well, just like bouncing off of what he said though, with the timeless piece, when your music has a message that you know is just going to transfer over from season to season, there's always going to be somebody in a season of I need hope or I need restoration. When you can hit those points in a song and really allow God to speak to you, the songs will never get old. Like he said,
Right.
Kurt Franklin, I can go back and listen to Melodies from Heaven or
Love.
yes, songs like that. But it's just,
Right.
it's true though. When you talk about things that almost every person is going to go through, they're going to go through those seasons. So when you can write a song that will touch those emotions and resonate with a person, they're going to go back to that
Go
song.
and find that song.
Whether it be like, I know, like
Right.
5 years past,
Yeah.
10 years, 20, it doesn't matter what it is. But as long as you allow God to speak to you and give you a message, a timely message
Come on.
for the people, your song will always be timeless.
Timeless.
It ain't never going out of style, honey.
Where to go? Yeah.
That's very true, man. I can remember, and I'm gonna just give you guys this because back in the day, way back,
Hey, come on.
this is before, man, me even knowing about UPCI. In church, they will always make me sing this song. Stop. And it's like, I was so young, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta do this again,
It ain't
man.
over.
Over. Come on.
But this was the
Listen.
funny part. They love when I did GP, yo, you with me?
Oh yeah, we at the church, we ain't going nowhere.
Listen, be fun too. Come on. Come with it.
Oh man.
Oh man, I was like, oh, here we
Waking
go
with you.
again, bro.
We-
So
oh,
really,
man.
truly, that song is really what got me to a place of worship.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, I didn't sing in Miami, and they will constantly make me sing this song until I'm like, you know what? I started listening to other songs that he did, and it got me to a place like, wow, man, you know, this guy's really good. So just to add that to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bro,
yes.
No problem.
So-
No problem. Real good question.
You got to camp out on Kurt for a little bit.
Yeah. So, question for you guys: where can we purchase your music right now? Like,
iTunes.
where do we go? iTunes.
iTunes.
Google Play.
Mhm.
Google Play.
Spotify,
Google Play,
Play.
right?
Play.
Yeah.
Actually, the purchase, you want to go to iTunes and Google Play.
Amazon Music.
Amazon Music as well.
Shameless plug. A lot of people have had issues finding the song, but if you follow us on Instagram, there's a link
There's
tree,
a link tree in our bio.
and it'll take you directly to it.
You want the song? Please follow us. Awakening_band. Follow us, please, and you will have access to the song, which is in our bio.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Wherever you want to purchase it, it's there.
And I appreciate you
It's
saying
because
that.
of the name. You know,
Yeah.
the name of the song is called Awaken by Awakening. So
It's
you know,
very hard to.
Yeah,
it
you know,
kind of hard to
find.
decipher.
confusing,
Yeah.
but it's out there.
But when God
It is.
gives
It
a
is
vision-
out there.
So make sure you go get it. Go to our Instagram, follow us, and you will be able to go to our link tree, and you'll see all the different ways you can stream it on every platform. You can purchase it on those platforms. that
Right,
we
right, right.
talked
Right.
about.
Also our
It really does help us.
yeah, also our stems if you want to do it at a church.
Yeah, that's-
Chord charts are all available on our website, which is also in our bio as well.
Everything's in our bio, so just follow us. It'll help us out. And you.
Now we're going to transition into the fun part of this show, which is sing that word. Are you guys ready for that?
Ready.
So
Born
give
ready.
you a word.
Listen.
Ready.
easy.
I know Drew ready.
Yeah, I know. Drew. I want.
I'm ready.
I want
Ready.
Drew.
Drew's been waiting.
I'm ready.
Waiting to have this mic.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So
It's my moment right here.
It's your moment to
time.
shine. I got you,
right
bro.
here.
We got the choir.
Okay. So, first word is light.
Light of the world,
Period.
you step down into darkness. Say, open my eyes, let me see.
Yeah,
Beauty that makes this heart adore you. Hey, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
You can just go stop. I'm over here worshiping, and you got to move.
Listen,
All right, I got you,
Coming through
bro.
with the beatbox.
Yeah, bro.
The human click track.
So, the click track. So next, name.
What a beautiful name it is. Hey, what a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name.
What a beautiful name it is.
Nothing can stand against.
Nothing can stand against. What a beautiful name
It is the name of Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you that.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, I'm gonna hold his mic so somebody else can get a song.
He got it.
You go on. You know, next word is because.
Because of who you are, I give you glory. Sing it with me. Sing it with me.
All my seasoned saints out there, you know this one.
Because of who you are, I give you praise.
Come on and lift up your hands right now and worship.
Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say,
Yes, Lord.
Lord, I worship you because of who you are.
Jehovah Jireh,
Y'all better.
I provide.
Come on, brother.
Hey,
Listen,
Why you stop?
no, that's it.
we gotta move.
That's it, guys.
We gotta move on.
Let's keep going.
Oh, man.
What are we?
next
What are we?
word,
Four?
man.
Take me back
4-0 right
to-
now?
to camp days.
4-0.
Oh
I
man.
know.
Camp
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
3-0.
Or 3-0. Okay.
Do you have GP on there?
No,
Okay, all right. I was ready, bro. I was just.
bless.
We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field.
Yes, Lord.
We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold. Sickness and poverty must cease. For the devil is defeated. We are blessed.
Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around.
And around.
And around.
And around. And around.
And around.
Blessed,
Blessed.
blessed,
Blessed.
blessed,
Blessed. Blessed.
I'm
Blessed.
You're
Blessed. Everybody's
blessed.
Everybody's blessed.
Everybody's blessed.
Everybody's blessed.
Everybody's
Yeah, everybody's
All
blessed.
right.
We're blessed. We're blessed. Shout out Fred.
Oh my
Fred
gosh.
Hammond.
Good.
You're a good
Use that mic.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
Put it up, y'all.
It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am.
Yes, Lord.
It's who I am.
Hey,
It's who I am.
You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You are perfect in all of your ways.
Sing, come on.
You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us.
All right, that's it.
Man, I got a curveball for you guys.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This is you, Drew.
All Drew,
He's
we're
our secret
counting on
weapon.
you.
Drew's our secret weapon.
All right, we're gonna see how secret I am.
Come on, Kevin.
I mean, sorry, it has to be a him.
Oh, this is all you. This is all you.
It has to.
We lit. Let's get it.
Mm.
You'd be surprised.
And I don't want to mess you guys up, so
So you
guys
won't.
already-
Drew is like a 65-year-old mother.
Oh, with the hat.
With the
hat
all
on.
white.
With the all white.
So like
The shade.
he gonna pull it out. Ain't gonna be no problem.
Okay.
Let's get it.
You got it.
So the
That doesn't
word
mean
is
we can't answer.
service.
I'm glad to be in God's
I was
service.
Okay, I'm glad to be in the service. Hey,
I'm glad to be in God's service one more time.
Oh, one more time. He didn't have to lay. He
He didn't have
to be in God's service
one more time.
I'm
Glad to be in God's service. I'm glad to be in God's service. I'm glad to be in God's service one more time. He didn't have to let you. He didn't have to let you live.
He didn't have to let you live. I'm glad to be in God's service one more time.
Yeah.
I just want to say I can't certify that that's a hymn, but it is an excellent song.
Back in the day.
Okay.
It has to be.
I can't certify that, guys. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh,
If
man.
it was sung at a Sunday night service, it's a hymn.
Is it not Bible study?
That's a hymn.
All church prayer.
That's a hymn.
You know what, guys? Thank you guys very much for coming to Sessions. Once again, family, please follow them. Go to iTunes, get their music. They are such a powerful group, and I promise you, if you listen to them, you will be encouraged. Thank you
for
very much
having us.
Thank you.
Man, appreciate you. All right, family, we're going to transition into my most favorite part of this episode, freestyle and worship. Come on and worship with us as they sing.
Lord, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. We love you, Jesus. We love you, Jesus. Listen, I was lost in a world of sin and shame. Still you love me as I am. It was your hand that saved my life. Now I can live again. So I'll lift up my hands in the storm, and I'll lift up my voice in the rain. Awaken our hearts to declare you are good. With our mouths we will give the praise that's due. Set awaken our souls as you make us whole. We surrender to you, oh precious word. Yes, hallelujah. I was lost in a world of sin and shame. Still you love me. Still you love me. As I am. As I am. Said it was your hand. That saved my life. Hey, now I can live again. So I'll lift up my hands and I'll lift up my voice in the rain. I'll lift up my hands. So I'll lift up my hands in the storm, and I'll lift up my voice in the rain. Said awaken our hearts, to declare you are good. With our mouths we will give the praise that's due. Awaken our soul, as you make us whole. We surrender to you, oh precious word. Yes, Lord.
Come on, we came to declare
Yes, Lord.
the authority of the Lord in this house.
Glory, Jesus.
We command every dry bone,
Yes, Lord.
every dry spirit to come alive in this
Yes,
place.
Lord.
If you're ready to receive what God has for you, sing these words with us.
We declare authority set in this place. Come on, why don't you lift your hands and sing it with me? Said we declare authority set in this place. Come on, say that with me. Yeah, yeah. We declare authority in this place. Ooh, yeah.
Said we declare authority. Said in this place. Yeah, yeah. Said we declare authority. In this place. Oh, in this place. Yes, Lord. And we declare authority. Said in this place. Hey, in this place. In this place. In this place. We want your power. In this place. We need your glory. In this place. We need you, Jesus. In this place. There's none like Jesus. El Shaddai. He's Elohim. He's Adonai. Our provider. My stone tower. You're my healer. You're my keeper. Jesus. We call you Jesus. We call you Jesus. That's your name. That's your name. Jesus. We call you Jesus. Savior. My healer. My provider. Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. Come on, why don't you worship him right there? We love you, Jesus. We love you, Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, Lord God.
All right, family, that's all the time that we have for today. But remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Once again, pray, worship, and listen.